Hi guys, welcome back to the Far Side of Normal, home of Supernatural the Cleaners. This is our very first Winchester Wisdom Wednesday. I'm excited about it. And the concept came to me in a dream. I'm learning to just go with my dreams. It's basically things I've learned from the Winchesters or the show Supernatural that I try to apply in my practical everyday life. I hope that you get something out of it. With that, here we go. The first Winchester wisdom of Wednesdays is live in such a way that your enemies become your allies. And I thought about this a couple weeks ago when I first had the dream about creating Winchester Wednesdays. 2 weeks ago, there was an episode with Rowena, and the Archangel Michael got free of Dean and convinced Rowena to possess her. The reason that he convinced her is he told her basically, I know that you love the boys and you consider them, and so I will spare them if you let me do this. And she conceded. And I thought, wow, before that, Rowena started out on the show as their mortal enemies, which had me going back further. When Crowley first came on, he was their mortal enemy, but he became their ally. And he ultimately sacrificed himself in the alternative universe so the boys could get back to their universe and defeat Lucifer and save the world. Who else became their allies that started out their enemies? Oh my gosh, there's so many people. Meg, and then she actually was in love with Castiel, which was awesome, but she sacrificed herself so the guys could escape from Crowley with that whole tablet business. You have Gadriel, and he was kind of confused because Metatron kind of messed him up, but he became their ultimate ally. I think about Benny in Purgatory. When Dean first met him, Benny was a vampire, Dean's a hunter, but they became such great friends that Benny allowed Dean to behead him so that he could go back and save Sam and Bobby from Purgatory. And then I was thinking the alpha vampire, yes, he had ulterior motives, but he also helped the boys out. And the list goes on. Gabriel started out as a pill and he did some messed up stuff, but he became their ally. Most recently, the British Men of Letters, I think about Mick Davies, how he was their enemy, so to speak, but not only did he become their ally, he became a good man, and it ultimately cost him his life. Speaking of British Men of Letters, Ketch. He did some horrible things. He tried to kill the boys. The what he did to Mary is just a whole nother story. But he's now their ally. All these people became their allies that started out as enemies, which got me thinking, why? And I have a couple of thoughts. One, the Winchesters are men of conviction, and they always try to do what's right, no matter the cost to themselves. I appreciate that. Two, I think it's because Dean said it in an episode with Cole, if you know nothing else about me, I am a man of my word. Ask my brother. And he is. They always keep their word no matter how hard it is. And they do things for the greater good. They've saved the world. The world. How many times? And yes, they do some crazy stuff and they go behind each other's backs and all the hullabaloo. But at the end of the day, they always put people and the greater good above themselves. And then I was thinking, what else causes people to become their allies instead of their enemies? They are men of integrity, and that's very rare. With all the scandals coming out on a daily basis in this world, I think integrity is grossly underrated and it's definitely needed. And then beyond all that, they're just good eggs. And so, what I want to do is live in such a way that, just like the Winchesters, my enemies, if I have any, I'm not a mortal bad guy or whatever, but if I have any enemies or naysayers, that they become my allies because I live in such a way that they think, okay, yes, I want to be her partner in crime. And that was my thought for the first Winchester Wisdom Wednesday. We'll have these every Wednesday if there's not a new webisode. And hopefully I will start filming next month in April. Keep your fingers and your toes and your legs and your arms crossed. That is all I have, dear hearts, for this week. It is hump day, which means you're halfway there. Hang on, you could do it for 2 more days. In the meantime, just think Winchester Wisdom Wednesday. Live in such a way that your enemies become your allies. That is all I have, dear hearts. Until next time, sweet Deans and sweet Sams.